Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are all fine at home, isn't it? Yes. So, in this video, we are going to see a poem called The Foreign Lands from your 7th unit for grade 5, which was written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Let us move into the lesson. In the introduction part, the author's name, that is Robert Louis Stevenson, is given, and in this poem the author is describing a land which is next to his garden. He is describing it as if he is describing it from the top of a tree. And what tree he has climbed up? He has climbed on a cherry tree and describing it. Let us see the explanation and the poem lines from stanza 1. Up into the cherry tree, who should climb but little me? I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad in foreign lands. Rhyme scheme A, B, B. So how you form the rhyming scheme? With the rhyming words. What are the rhyming words? Tree, me, hands, lands. So if you see in this stanza, the word tree and me rhymes together. Yes, and I held the trunk with both my hands and looked abroad in foreign lands. So hands and lands go together, rhyme together, right? So with this two same. So A, B, B. This is how we have to form the rhyming scheme. In stanza 2, I saw the next door garden lie adorned with flowers before my eye, and many pleasant places, more that I had never seen before. So in this stanza, he is saying that he is looking at the next door garden and which was adorned, it is filled with flowers before his eyes. And many pleasant places he is looking at that he had never seen before. The rhyming words in this stanza is lie, I, more, before. Okay, so you have alliteration too in this stanza, that is pleasant, P and P. What is alliteration? Alliteration means starting with the same consonant sound, that is P, P, places, pleasant. Yes, and here many, M, more. Okay, so moreover the word the rhyming scheme of the line is lie, I, same. So A, B, B. So throughout the poem the same rhyming scheme has been followed. In stanza 3, I saw the dimpling river pass and be the sky's blue looking glass. The dusty roads go up and down with people tramping into town. So he is seeing the river is passing through the place which he looks at and be the sky's blue looking glass. That is, he is telling that the river looks like the sky's looking glass, which is very blue in color. The dusty roads go up and down. The roads are going up and down with people tramping into the town. Tramping means walking slowly and heavily. Rhyming words: pass, glass, down, town. So the same rhyming scheme has been followed in this also. In stanza 4, if I could find a higher tree, farther and farther I should see, to where the grown-up river slips into the sea among the ships. Rhyming words: tree, sea, slips, ships. The narrator wants to see from a higher tree so that he could see the place where the river slips into the sea. So what the narrator wants to do, children? He wants to climb the higher tree, more than that cherry tree which he had climbed. So he is looking so that he can look farther and farther. Farther and farther means more to a more distant place. He wanted to see such place where, because he want to see where the river is slipping into the sea among the ships. So where can you find ships? Yes, in the sea. The rhyming words used in this stanza are tree, sea, slips, ships. The narrator wants to see from a higher tree so that he could see the place where the river slips into the sea. Stanza 5. To where the road on either hand lead onward into fairy land, where all the children dine at 5 and all the playthings come alive. So this is the last stanza of this poem, children. In this stanza, the author speaks about the fairy land. He speaks about a fairy land. What is a fairy land? Have you watched Barbie cartoons or any other cartoons about fairy lands? Everything. Cartoon itself is an imaginary thing, right, children? So fairy land means where everything is of magic. Everything is of magic. So here in this, he saw the road where it lead onward to a fairy land. He saw a road which is leading to a fairy land. In that fairy land, all the children are at the age of 5. They are playing there in the fairy land. And in that fairy land, all the playthings come alive. All the playthings. What are all the playthings that you play with? Once again, I'll give you a short time. You just imagine what are all the playthings that you have with you, or recollect your memories. Or imagine what are all the things you want it alive. So if you have a baby doll, or if you have a doll of a dog, can you imagine when it has, if it has life and it helps you in all the time? Yes, like G-Boomba, if you have a spirit that helps you every time and lives with you, can you imagine such things, children? Yes. So the rhyming words used in this stanza is hand, land, hand, land, 5, alive, 5, alive. Yes. So in this stanza, you have hand, land, 5, alive. 2 rhyming set pair of words. So hand rhymes with land and 5 rhymes with alive. As I told you already, throughout the poem, the author has followed the same rhyming scheme, that is A, B, B. So conclusion. What is the conclusion of this poem? Here conclusion, moreover telling it as a conclusion, this is a recollection. So this poem is an imaginary one in which the narrator imagines himself to be a small boy. He is imagining himself to be a small boy and dreams about a fairy land which he sees from the top of a tree. He is dreaming about a fairy land. He wanted to climb a higher tree so that he could see how the river slips into the sea, and he describes river as a looking glass for the sky. Yes, so that is called a metaphor, comparing two things without using like. Okay, that is called metaphor. And repetition also the poet has used. What is repetition? He has used farther and farther. The word is repeated in that line. So that is called repetition. So on the whole, this poem is very much interesting and enjoyable to read. We can imagine so many things, and we ourselves, you are all at the childhood age, and I myself went to my own childhood days, and how I imagined what are all the things that I imagined to be alive with me. So whenever I see a cartoon, yes, I too went to my childhood days and came back, right? So very interesting poem, children. I hope you have understood this poem very well. Now it's time for saying bye. We have came to end of this session, and thank you for watching this video, children, and have a nice day. And don't fail to attend the slip test that we send it to you in group. Try to send it on time. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.